So he once again mentioned an innocent, a child. Apparently it weren't just these 4 who got murdered by the Nemesis, but there were another 2 people who Sophia here described as children. So we'll see if we run into them sometime soon. So that's 2 out of 4. And I'd like to do this one next. I just got to remember what the clue was. Well, the other place we know to goes is air. So this place has to be fire. I'm sorry, not fire, Earth. And this would be the realm of Mars. Excuse me. It's gotta... there it is. So it was the Mars symbol and the Scorpius symbol. Although I can't remember why Scorpius would be the one. But, oh well. At least we got it. Let's see, let me back up one screen here. Sometimes I zoom ahead too by mistake. Okay, we can't look down or up in this one, and this stairway is already dropped. But this one has a lever. So, cleverly enough, even though the stairway looked like we were going to be climbing up, when we pushed the lever, it brought us down. So we're actually beneath the temple now. And using this device actually raises the stairs before it was actually smooth, if you didn't notice it earlier. So now we can get back up if we want to. Sounds rather dank in here, actually. Let's look around here. I see tracks down here, so this might well be a mining area. And here we see through the telescope what looks like some kind of either rock formation or a rock sculpture. So that may be our target here, if that's purified earth. So let's see, what can we do here? Ah, stairway. Alright. Now, I need to remember which one this is, because if I don't, I'll be in trouble. Just a reminder, you can die in this game, just like you can die in any Zork game. So let me go ahead and save my game here. Okay. Now if I screw up, I can just be restored here. Let's see. I'm thinking it's this one. You see each of these shows a symbol here. So I need to remember which one was the symbol for Earth. I think it's that one. I think it's the downward triangle that's solid. But if not, we'll find out pretty darn quick. Hey, I was right. So basically, if you choose any of the other three, it will take you on a one-way trip off of a cliff, basically. And by the way, if you guys want to see some of the opportunities where you end up dying, leave a comment, let me know. I can go back after I complete the game and do some of the death animations, I guess you'd call them. But not in a hurry to die during the main Let's Play. This is a very lovely sight we're greeted with. A whole bunch of skulls and bony hands. Just like the bony hands on the door, you see there's another one holding this table here. So, Mr. Earth seems to be pretty obsessed with death. And sure enough, this was our target right here. So here is our purified Earth. So it makes a little triangle-sized nugget of Earth. Let's go ahead and put that in place.
You have done well. I misjudged you. The four elements. In union, they create the universe. Each one of us commands one, and it gives us strength. But it's temporary. He is a monster. My own murder I will forgive him, but not the murder of my son. I was a man with many flaws, but Lucien was just a boy. Once I vowed to get revenge. Now, I just want my son back. Find the place where his soul rests. I've never asked this of anyone, but now I ask you. Help me.
Okay. So, Sophia referred to both children, but it seems that the girl was related to this gentleman here. I'm trying to remember his name. Brother something. Is it Moreau? It's been too long here. And this is the general. And he describes Lucien as being his son. So something happened to both of them that involved the Nemesis. So all we need is this gentleman's element right here. I usually just refer to him as the Doctor, because he is one, I believe. So now we'll go through here and actually work with the equipment at the top of the tower. So I just want to review what we have here with the colors, because I believe this is the clue for doing what we need to do upstairs. So purple is the thunderstorm. Blue is a heavy wind. I'm not quite sure what that is. It sounds kind of like a wind, but there's a rattling sound too. The red was fire, I do remember that. And the green sounds like rain. So let's try to, let's see, so that's purple, blue, yellow, green, red. Okay. Maybe we're getting blown up the stairs. I don't know. Alright, now, the first thing we need to do, I believe, is have a look here. this is also a clue, because remember we saw all the colors down below, and you can see here it's those same sets of colors here, the same 6, and this basically shows their relationship. These are the primary colors of light, red, green, and blue. The primary colors of light are actually different than the primary colors of pigments and paints. You might recall from school, if you're working with paints, the primary colors are red, blue, and yellow, I believe. But for the primary colors when you're working with light is red, blue, and green. And basically this outer circle here shows what happens when you combine each pair of primary colors. So basically red and blue make magenta, blue and green make cyan, and red and green make yellow. And we can see here that the wind symbol, the open downward facing triangle, is just white. Now I believe we need to get this place dark. Ah, is that it? No? Maybe I need to push the button on the other side? No? I'm reasonably sure there's a button around here somewhere. Ah, here we go. So you see here, this is a light-colored beetle and a dark-colored beetle. So this will raise and lower the shutters. Let's see, let me have a look on the other side. Yeah, so each side just has another depiction of the color wheel. Now if we see here, we see that the green is busted, and we can't actually move it. So we have, I believe, what is green stuck on this full mode here. So let's see what happens if we combine all of the red and all of the blue. Oops, come on. There we go. Not quite. You see, there's still a little color in here. So let's see, what else can we do? Cyan is blue and green. Yellow is green and red. Let's see, what if... Let's back up for a second. And that... It's fun time with colors. And of course there would be 2 settings on all of these, so... Let's see... Alright, let's see, when it's just that one... Maybe it's not on and off, like I remember. Maybe it's just different levels. In which case, what we have now looks kind of cyan. So let's see. If that's cyan, that means that there's blue and green in there. So we need to add a little red, I think. Not that much red. That's close. Let's see. Maybe a little bit of yellow? Whoa, too much. Ah! A little bit of blue. This is when I was closest. Maybe add a little bit of... Whoops. Let's see, red and green, and then a little bit of blue. Ah! That is a little bit of green. So a little bit of yellow. And a little bit of red. That is still kind of yellowish. No. That's also kind of close. I know I need to make it clear. Okay. Folks, I'm going to go ahead and cut the video here just so you don't have to see me get utterly bored with me just messing with these controls. So when I get back, I'll have the right combination. Alright, so I finally got it. Here are the settings down here. I just had to take it step by step and basically make sure that if it was turning towards one color, that I turned it back towards another one, and eventually you get this little tornado here. Purified air. So let's go ahead and grab it. Man, that took way longer than it was supposed to. Alright, so we get a little mini tornado here. Let's go ahead and put it onto the symbol.
The union of the four powers is complete. And finally, we are reunited. Cain, Sartorius, Malvo, thank God you survived. Now we must plan our escape. You're our only hope, and we're yours. You must learn the secrets of alchemy in our world, and retrieve our lost metals. Our time is running out. Do you understand what we're fighting? He'll kill anyone who stands in his way. Look at Alexandria, Lucienne.
It's all our fault.
We've all made mistakes, old friend. Terrible mistakes. Maybe now we'll have the chance to correct them.
Listen.
Why have you come, fool? To turn your worthless ore into gold? To trade a few pitiful years for eternal life? Oh, I know. Maybe you're the hero of the day. You seek the truth, my fool? Come closer. Listen, and I will utter my truth. A truth so heinous that you will wish you had never looked upon me.
Nemesis! Neither your magic nor your dementia can save you. This one has broken through. Others will follow.
Speak up, Sartorius. I don't hear you. The great Alchemists. And you. Now it's time for you to join your friends in hell.
Volatile.
Volatile.
You must act quickly. Our powers are still weak, and he'll be back.
Oops. Didn't mean to start spinning around there really quick. Alright, so the Nemesis looks like he was about to do us in, but the Alchemist appeared to have driven him off, at least temporarily. And when he disappeared, he dropped this golden ball here. It fell right in the center of the altar, and you end up picking it up automatically, so that's in our inventory now. You might realize that unlike the first three, when we put in their element, we were able to get a video of them talking to us. It turns out you could have one for Dr. Sartorius as well. But the thing is that whichever element you leave for last, then it will just skip that fourth movie of having them talk to you, whoever it is. So I saved Dr. Sartorius for the last, because I think his speech probably has the least amount of pertinent information, at least at the beginning of the game, than all of them. However, I do intend to grab the video of his speech, and when I do, I'll be editing that video in right here.
Oh, pure air, pure life. Oh yes, this is good. This is so very, very good. You understand, we weren't innocents. We were alchemists, rebels, explorers, risking everything in the search for eternal life. The search began with my father. He was a scientist too. When he was on his deathbed, I made him a promise. I gave him my word that I would continue his work and never end until I had found the answer. And I did. And now the Nemesis seeks it for his own dark purposes. If he learns our secret, it will be dreadful. Help us. Help us. We cannot do it without you. And you will perish without us. Please, help us.
Okay, so that was Dr. Sartorius' video. That, for some reason, the game skips there. Again, that'll happen whenever to whoever you do last. And actually, the same is true in the next big part of the game. Whichever metal you end up finding last, I believe the game will skip their speech that has their information. So I'll put that video in as well when the time comes. So anyway, that was the first major part of the game, is restoring the 4 elements. But now we have to restore the 4 metals. There's you may recall from looking at the books in the library, there is one type of metal that is associated with each element. And this is where the Planetarium comes in. So what we can do is we can take this golden sphere. Like I mentioned before, the sun is currently hollowed out. So if I... Oops. Once again, this is going to be a bit finicky. There we go. You move that lever to the center, and sure enough, it holds the little basket in, and you just put the ball right in it. And now we should be able to push this lever up, and it'll place it as the sun. Oops, not quite. Let me try again. Ah, come on. All the way up. All the way up. There we go. Alright, so basically now when we move this lever on the right, we'll be turning this solar system here, and whichever planet we end up putting into the light of this sun is the place that we're going to travel to that's associated with that planet and that element. And so I think I'm going to start with the brother, the one who was talking about Alexandria and how he wished he could have saved her. And his element is fire, and so we need to get this planet Saturn into the sunlight. So let's see if I can do that without spazzing out here on the mouse. Oops. You notice you hear a little ding, and if you let go right when you hear that ding, that means that one of the planets is in the sunlight and you're ready to go. There we go. Okay, welcome to the monastery. I believe it may actually be called the Saturnax Monastery. And if we look over here, we see the picture of the planet. And if we click this image of the planet here, it takes us back to the temple. Hold on a second, I think I'm going to sneeze. Oh, nope. Okay. Like I said, I have a cold. Alright, and what makes this monastery super awesome is that it's sitting in the middle of a volcanic wasteland, as we can see here. That's just, I mean, it's probably, hot as... Is it supposed to be hot as hell if we're in a monastery? I don't know, but anyway, it certainly looks that way. I had to admit, when I first saw this area, I thought this was kind of unique. I don't know of any other book or film that has ever placed a monastery in the middle of a volcano field. Or a lava field, I guess I should say. So, kudos for originality as far as I'm concerned. So this is one of the nice things about the Zork Nemesis game, is that you're not stuck in one particular place. You actually get to travel pretty far to some very different locales. And even though the temple is kind of the hub, we're going to be going to 4 very, very different locations as far as their look and design. This one being, of course, the one associated with fire. Nothing to interact with on your way up here. It just lets you look around at the top of each particular staircase. Again, we can just conquer stairs like nobody's business. Here's the monastery proper. I believe the courtyard is the one place that's down below. And you can't actually go around it. We can only go through the door, so let's do it. Closed, pending final exorcism. Entry is forbidden by order of the Grand Inquisitor, pursuant to AGE, code 1535-47750, /BCV56A. Wow. There were always one for bureaucracy in the Great Underground Empire, I have to say. And for those who played the game after this game, called Zork Grand Inquisitor, you know what this rank is right here. Pretty much head honcho now that the Empire is fallen, I believe. Okay, so close pending exorcism. And sure enough, we can't open the door because it's boarded shut. You can see that there's metallic carvings of flames on the door. That's pretty cool. But fortunately for us, there's another way in.